Today, we are going to see how we can optimize Windows for maximum performance using a simple command. Windows comes with a lot of pre-installed apps, which are known as bloatware, and a lot of tracking services like telemetry, which often run in the background automatically and affects performance. After continuously use, overall Windows performance gets very slow as unnecessary files build up. So watch this video carefully, because in the end of this video, your final results would look like this. You can see the Windows utilization has drops to 3%. Overall processes have drops from 178 to 82, and memory usage has also reduced. So, let's get started. First of all, we will check Windows usage. You can see usage is around 25%. Total running processes are 178, while no application is running. This is because bloatwares and services like Cortana, telemetry and scheduled task are running. And if you have noticed, Windows is using less clock speed of 1.60 GHz. Even if I open any app to add load on CPU, Windows does not increase it to its base clock speed of 2 GHz. So according to our need, we will be using an open source project to optimize Windows. Open this GitHub link. You will find this link in the description below. This is Windows PowerKit, mainly used to improve speed and eliminate data collection. We can see its source code here. Because of its open source nature, we can see what exactly it does. In order to run Windows PowerKit, copy the command from here. Search for Windows PowerShell in Windows Search and open it as admin. Then paste the command in PowerShell by pressing Ctrl+V or by right-clicking the mouse button and hit enter. Then wait for few seconds for PowerKit to open. Now from here, we can optimize Windows for performance. It is safe to use, because for safety measures we can create a backup of this current state and restore it later. So first of all, we have Optimize option. It will do all of the necessary optimization. First it will create a restore point as a backup, and then disable some of the useless services and schedule task. There is also a revert option, which will revert the optimization that we have just did. And then there is set services to manual. This will set selected list of services from automatic to manual. Windows can trigger them manually when required. Moving on to removal section. Now come to the main feature, which is removing bloatware apps. One of the biggest causes of PC performance drain is unnecessary bloatwares running without your knowledge, and some of them are often stored at Windows startup. As you can see, it has removed a lot of bloatwares. You can also reinstall them from here. Next is OneDrive. OneDrive consistently run in the background and consume computer resources. If OneDrive is not in use, then it's recommended to remove, as it will free up some memory. This remove it and prevent it from coming back, because Windows try to reinstall it, as it is integrated into Windows. Read the warning carefully. Only remove OneDrive if you are using a local account, else your desktops and documents file may lose. If you are unsure, just take a backup. Desktops and documents will be backup in C drive. Here is the backup in C drive. If you only remove one drive from the local account, then you won't need it. It can also be skipped before removing. It can be reinstalled as well. Then there is Microsoft Store. If you use it, then leave this one, but if not, then I highly recommend to remove it, because most of the bloatware comes from Microsoft Store. You can also reinstall it, in case you need it in the future. Moving on, in system settings, there is power throttling. When a program uses too much power, it reduces the CPU consumption for that program in order to save battery, but that lead to reduced performance. Disabling is not recommended for laptops, but it's good to disable for desktop PC, as battery life is not an issue for desktop. Then there is dark mode and light mode. Enable whichever you like. Next is Cortana. Cortana is the core feature of Windows which run continuously in the background and cannot be completely disabled. But this will disable most of the Cortana features and free up some memory. I would recommend you to disable Cortana. Then there is Quick Animation. This will reduce Windows animation, which will reduce graphic consumption. Next is Ultra Power Mode. By default, my laptop only have balance mode. But this will enable the hidden Ultra Power Mode. Make sure that you enable this mode. This will give you the most performance. Moving on, we have Action Center. This side panel is known as Action Center. You should disable it if you don't use it. You will still receive notification without it. User Activity History. Windows make history of every app you use. I would recommend you to disable this. Then there is Start Menu Web Search. When you search anything in Windows Search, if it can't find it in Windows, it will search in web for that. I think this is unnecessary, because generally people use Windows Search to find local file and use browser for web search. Disabling this will speed up Windows Search. Next is Timer Resolution. This lets you change your default Windows resolution time and consequently improves the FPS and lag for the games. This changes the default resolution update time from 150 microseconds to 5 microseconds. Then there is Background Apps. Disabling background applications means you're gonna get more performance out of your system. Preventing an app from running in the background doesn't mean you can't use it. It simply means it won't be running in the background when you are not using it, so it's completely safe to disable. Moving on to the network performance. Enabling this will help in internet connectivity and may improve latency and ping. Then there is News and Interest. If you don't use this weather widget, then you can disable it, because it's consistently run in the background and use the internet to get news update from Microsoft. Disabling will also stop its background process. Next is Disk Cleanup. Disk Cleanup is a Windows utility designed to free up disk space. This will help us to remove unnecessary files, which will help in improving the performance. This shows us all temporary and unnecessary program files that can be safely deleted. Feel free to remove all categories of data available here. They are mostly categorized as junk files. As you can see, it'll clean up 2 GB of unnecessary files. I would recommend you to clean up your Windows using this at least once a month, as junk files consistently builds up. Next is reset Windows updates. If you are having trouble with the Windows updates or not getting important updates, then try to reset. This will make the Windows to check for updates from the very beginning. That's it, all done. Now after doing all the settings, we have to restart the PC for the settings to properly take effect. Now after restarting, let's check the Task Manager for the final results. We can see the memory usage has reduced. Windows utilization is now 3%, which is 22% lesser than before. And the processes are now down to 82 processes. Windows threads are also down as well. On the other hand, clock speed has also reduced on idle state. But now if we add load on CPU, clock speed goes to its full potential, which is 2 GHz. And then again goes down to save battery. You will feel a huge improvement in performance. If you found this video helpful, then please like and subscribe and comment down your thoughts. Now let's see how to revert back to the previous state. I'm including this in case you want to go back for some reason. Go to Backup and Restore. And click on Restore. If you have an option here with the name of Choose Different Restore Points, then select that and then click Next. You will see a restore option named as Revert Optimization. This was created automatically when we have optimized from PowerKit. Select that and then click Next and Finish. Windows will start restoring the previous state stored in the restore point. It can take around 10 to 15 minutes to fully restore. That's all. Thanks for watching.